Another solid 2 hours of work here at the Ochsner Sports Performance Center. 1 hour inside, 1 hour outside as practice number 12 is complete. It is the Saints training camp report here on Your View. That's Erin Summers. I am Todd Graffagnini. Well, as the Saints ramp up towards their first preseason game coming up on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs, situational football continues to be a theme on 11 and 11 drills. Here's head coach Dennis Allen on today's practice.
Got some more situational work, 2 minute. Down 2 at the end of the game, and I thought we executed good offensively.
Well, Aaron, one of the groups that is definitely starting to establish themselves during this camp has been the defensive line.
We've talked to a number of players on this team, and they've all noticed how quick the line has been getting to the quarterback, causing pressure, and really stopping the run. They've been very good with both facets of the game, and it's been something that DA has noticed.
I've been happy with the D-line group overall. I think we're playing stout in there. I think we've got some guys that have some ability to rush the passer inside, and I think that's a really important thing in our league, having guys that can rush the passer inside, get the quarterback off the spot, not let the quarterback step up, and so I've been pleased with that.
One of the new interior linemen is Colin Saunders. He came here from Kansas City during the offseason. He's sneaky athletic, and he says the line is ready to prove themselves this season.
The biggest thing that I like is that we got a lot of unproven guys. Obviously everybody knows Cam, but behind that, you can't really name too many people who's established in this league. So I think that hunger is what's going to be our driving force.
Another veteran player, the fourth-year man out of Texas, Malcolm Roach, is also having a solid camp, says head coach Dennis Allen.
It gives us a little bit of athleticism at the nose position rather than just the big, stout, A-gap to A-gap player. He's a guy that does have some versatility in that he can play nose, he can play 3, and he's got, for a nose, he's got some pass rush ability. So I like where he's at. He's probably a little bit lighter than where he's been in the past, probably a little quicker than where he's been in the past. He's a guy that he just comes to work every day, and he works his tail off, and he's gotten a lot better.
As I mentioned earlier, other players on the team are definitely noticing the line play. Here's linebacker Pete Werner.
Us as linebackers are getting a better feel for how they play. We obviously had David Onyemata and Shai Tuttle, those guys last year. But we got different guys, and we got to play off of them. So there is a difference, but I think knowing what we have ahead of us, it's important for us. So just getting those reps, it's huge, and I think that just getting the rep count up is helping us to see where they play for us to eventually make plays.
Well, Aaron, the linebacking room has been without Demario Davis for about a week now, and that has really forced some of these younger guys especially to show their versatility.
I'm looking to see who's the next off-the-ball backer behind Demario and Pete, and I don't have that answer right now. So that's what this training camp's about, and that's what the preseason games are going to be about.
Aaron, we've talked about the kicker battle going on between Will Lutz and Blake Grupe. There's also another battle going on in the special teams room between the incumbent punter, Blake Gillikin, and Lou Headley.
Headley is a unique punter, as he played in Australia for quite some time before going to Miami, attending the university there, and then entering the draft. So he is a little bit older, undrafted free agent that the Saints picked up. And head coach Dennis Allen has talked about how important it is to have competition in training camp. It's competition in the punting room.
I feel like I've really been able to hone in on different things I want to work on this offseason. Just really the consistency, right, in all situations of the game. I don't really treat situationally different during a game because every punt's a big punt to me. But obviously last year there was a couple times late in the game that I didn't really deliver for the team, and that's really unacceptable on my end. Just trying to really build that trust between myself and the coaching staff that I can deliver in those moments has been big for me. And that's really just about getting comfortable with my technique, being able to rely on that in pressure situations.
The position of punter has actually evolved really recently because it's not just stepping back and trying to boom kicks. Now you're starting to see the helicopter kick, the end over end, especially to pin players down in the coffin corner. So Gillikin talks about the strategy now that you see in today's NFL.
There's new stuff that's come about the last couple of years. Guys are starting to hit helicopter punts, which are really tough to catch. Johnny Hecker was the first to do it in the game. He now plays for Carolina, so we see him twice a year, and he's done it against us. So just kind of trying to incorporate that in my game also, whether we need it. Yeah, so you have your spiral punt, you have your end over end punt, which spins backwards. Yeah. Helicopter punt, you kind of drop sideways and it spins to the right. It's supposed to kick to the right. And those are really tough to catch for the returner because they go up this way and then snap back down at the end. So whether using that in just a regular game situation or when we need a turnover on the punt team, just kind of adding that to my arsenal has been kind of a focus this offseason.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for Wednesday's practice. Thursday, Erin, will be inside, and it appears going to be inside really for the remainder of training camp. But I don't think anybody who's watched every day is going to complain about that. Wherever it may be, we'll be right here on Your View. That's Erin Summers. I'm Todd Graffagnini. We will see you on Thursday for another edition of the Saints Training Camp Report.